The NCAA was formed in 1906 as the Intercollegiate Athletic Association to form competition and eligibility rules for intercollegiate sports. Currently, the NCAA brings in almost $19 billion a year. Of the $19 billion, zero is given to players that make the game what it is.
The NCAA established very strict and certain rules, which were enforced very heavily for collegiate athletes. It supervises both regional and national intercollegiate athletic contests, and it conducts organized national championships in some 2,000 sports. In 1973, it ended up breaking up into 3 divisions based on competition, which is still the same with today.
For over 200 years since the date the NCAA was established, players have competed and given their all with no form of compensation in return. This is what our motif/picture represents. In the Industrial Revolution, workers were treated horribly and worked day in and day out for the owner's benefit. Just like in college sports, players work hard daily for the entertainment or benefit of others, receiving little to nothing in return. One of the biggest challenges, if not the biggest, is injury in the NCAA. Players compete their hardest to try to reach the pro level. Sometimes even the most talented don't reach the pros due to injury. In 2019, Zion Williamson, one of the greatest talents the institution had ever seen, blew his knee out in a game. Had the injury been career-ending, he would have received no money for his talent at all, despite again being one of the best players in college basketball history. He sold out stadiums every game he played in and made millions for the NCAA in his time there. Over the years, the NCAA has improved on injury prevention. They've done this through creating top-notch recovery facilities while also hiring the most highly trained sports and medical doctors in the business. However, all this can only lower the risk of injury. The principle cannot be eliminated completely.
CNBC article states, on Wednesday, the NCAA announced an interim policy that allows student athletes from all 3 divisions to monetize their name, image, and likeness, often referred to as NIL. The new policy goes into effect Thursday, July 1st, as the 2021 players can receive sponsorship, as stated in the article. However, the NCAA still refuses to pay their athletes out of their earnings.
The fact that there is no solution to this problem again relates back to our motif. Athletes put their career and body on the line daily and yet receive little to no compensation from the quote-unquote owner.
Former NCAA investigator Tim Nevius talked about an experience he had in 2011 with a student athlete. He investigated and punished 6 Ohio State football players for getting free tattoos instead of a year. The 7th player was investigated and punished for working at Subway and receiving benefits while he was injured. Nevius states, I peppered him with questions in his small apartment as his girlfriend made dinner and their son drove a toy truck across my shoes. His eyes welled up as he recounted a once promising college football career that ended without a degree, no long-term health care, constant stress over how he would provide for his family.
However, the NCAA isn't all bad. It serves multiple levels of talent, gender, race, and class with an ability to play sports beyond high school. At the Division I and II levels, schools are allowed to grant players partial and full scholarships, providing a college education for those who might not have one without the money. In the end, the NCAA leaves all the power to its employees. Whether that's a coach or someone at the highest ranks of the institution, they all profit off the production of the athletes. Just like in our motif, the owner of the shop or the brand itself profits off the production of the workers. However, in a good way, it controls the actions and media spread by athletes, because every move they make represents the team or overall institution they are under.